Hey guys, this is my 5-year review of our Jura Capresso Impressa F7 espresso machine. It's pretty much fully automatic. I've never had any problems with it. That's why I wanted to do a review on it and share my experience with it. I picked this thing up at a garage sale for $200. When I saw it, I'm like, that thing probably doesn't work, but actually it did, and it's worked perfect ever since. So I just want to do a quick review and my impressions on it. I have had a couple other ones that are a little quieter than this machine, but did not brew as good of espresso in my opinion. So just a couple of things about it before we get started. All I did was plug it in and turn on the power button. It takes about 43 seconds for it to be ready to brew. So I spared you that. So it is ready. I want to go over a couple things with you here real quick. First of all, you put your beans right here in the bean hopper. And right here you adjust your grind, whether you want a fine grind or a coarse grind. I have it kind of set on medium, works best for me. One thing, it doesn't hold a whole lot of beans. Maybe it looks like it does, but it doesn't. I wish it did hold a little bit more. If you want pre-ground coffee, you can put it in right there. I've maybe used that twice since I've owned it. The other thing that you will need that for is if you use the cleaning tablets. The cleaning tablets go in here. On this side, it's telling me to add more powder because I opened that lid. On this side over here is the water reservoir, and it does have a filter built in. The filters are kind of expensive, and I haven't used one for a couple years, so I just buy distilled water and I clean it maybe once every 6 months. Never had a problem. If you want to keep your cups warm, you can put about 4 cups up here on the warming area. It works okay. It doesn't get real warm, but it gets warm enough. This over here is your on-off button. This is your program button. I'll go through this with you here real quick. That's for if you're going to change out your filter or not. Here a second. And this dial right here, it does a couple things. One thing, it scrolls through the menu. After you're in program mode, you can adjust the hardness, the aroma, temperature. I did find that if you want to adjust your temperature from standard to high, that it is about a 7-degree difference. You can also put the time in there, when you want it on, when you want it to shut off. It also tells you how many cups you've made, and I've made 5,870 cups. I've never really used that information for anything, but it is there. And you can select your language. I believe there's 3 different languages, and that's about it. So basic operation is, if you want 1 cup, you just push this one. If you want 2 cups, push this button. This button here is for rinsing, and this will activate the steam wand. I'm just going to brew 1 cup for you, so you can see how long it takes and the sound of the machine makes. It's one of the louder ones I've ever used, but here it goes. If you push this button once, it's going to give you a mild brew. 2 times, I believe, is normal. 3 times will be strong. So I'll do the strong one just so you can see how to do it. And this is just for 1 cup. So see in there the nice crema on top. It's pretty much a perfect size for my cup. You can also select the size right here on this dial. See where it says, it'll tell you ounces. I always just leave mine on 6 ounces. And another feature, if I get this out of your way for you, that I don't really use very often unless you're going to brew espresso, is this will slide up and down like that. If you can use a small espresso cup, you're going to want that all the way down just so you don't miss. But it is one thing I don't like about it is it's very hard to move, so I just leave it all the way up. And if you wanted to activate the steam wand, you can either select the water or the steam. This dial will turn it on, and you can also select how long you want it to steam or how much hot water you want by adjusting the timer, which is nice because you don't have to stand there. It is also pretty nice that you can use the pre-ground, you can use the whole beans. It's kind of a little more versatile than some of the other ones I've had. One thing I want you to know, it took me a little while to learn. If you're going to steam, make sure this is all the way up. If you're going to froth, you pull this down. That's one thing that I couldn't figure out for the first couple weeks I was using it. If you want the most froth out of your milk, you can always use skim milk. See, like I said, I've had this about 5 years. I've never had a problem with it. Like I said, the only fault is it's a little bit loud. It's kind of close to a bedroom, and it can wake somebody up if they're not sleeping that heavy. I'll show you another thing how you remove the grounds. This tray slides right out, and as you can see, it's got a pretty big ground drawer. You can see down in there real good. I can brew for a couple days and not have to empty this, which is kind of nice because it does hold a lot. But it is a little bit clumsy and finicky on how to put it back together. It's got to be lined up perfect. I'm going to take this out and clean it out anyway so you can see exactly what it looks like. And this kind of normal water catch for, I think I dumped this out about 3 days ago. So there's maybe 1/4 of a cup of water in there. So it's not something you're going to have to clean every day. Just so you know, about every 3 days you're going to have to clean that out. I usually brew about 4 cups a day, and don't have to clean it out too often. Another thing you're going to want to buy is the welcome pack. You can see that right there. And it will come with some cleaning instructions and some descaler, and you got some tools there. With it also comes with a DVD on how to do it. And like I said, the little cleaning tablets, they're just a little round tablet, and it takes maybe 15 minutes to run through the cleaning cycle. And you do have to stand there and kind of keep an eye on it, because you have to empty your coffee cups about 3 times during the cleaning cycle. But other than that, it's a great machine. If you happen to find one on sale or at a garage sale, just make sure it works, and hopefully you'll have years of enjoyment out of it like I have. So thanks for watching.